Snowboarding at IMS, you bet we've got that tonight for you here on the big show. It's Thursday night. Great to be inside the comfy confines of the Channel 13 studios on a cold, snowy night. You were out a little bit in this tonight.
Yeah, you know what? The roads were a little bit better in downtown Indianapolis tonight. There were some areas where I could actually see the pavement, you know, and you could see where the lanes were supposed to be. So that shows some progress from the road crews that have been out working all night. Good.
Well, we've got a busy show for you tonight. Coming up, we'll talk with friend of the show, Lauren Kostick. She's in Broad Ripple. We're going to talk about the big dig out because after all this snow, we all have to dig out of our driveways. We'll get with her. We're going to show you superhero and meteorologist Sean Ash pushing a 60-foot Indigo bus out of a snowdrift. Wait till you see that. But let's begin our evening as we do every 10 o'clock here on Channel 13's Facebook Live with Angela. Are we done with the snow? Is it over yet?
It is not over yet. I'm going to show you I know we all want it to be over.
Yes.
We're going to end up with a large area, most of the viewing area with 6 to 9 inch snow totals. And some places 10, 11, 12 inches of snow. So we're going to start tonight with a couple of snow totals. Eagle Creek coming in with just over 7. West Lafayette at a foot of snow. Warren Park in Marion County over 8. Peru over 8. Marion over 8. Shelbyville just over 7. And 7 in Terre Haute. Is the snow gone? No, not quite yet. This is a large area of very light snow. I just stepped outside here at the studio at Channel 13, and we're still picking up some very fine snow, but I also want to point out the areas of darker blue near Zionsville and Whitestown, back through northern Hendricks County, another one southern Montgomery County. That still indicates a steadier burst or two of snow. We've got one just north of Hartford City, and I did have a viewer check in on Facebook out of northern Blackford County, reporting 11 to 12 inches of snow on the ground, not including drifts. This extends back through Gas City into Fairmount as we're across the southern sections of Grant County. And then we push south, some steadier bursts of snow still falling Seymour to North Vernon. This is the back edge of this snowstorm. However, you can see some redevelopment. So for now, Scott and Anne Marie, we are not done with the snow. When you check back with me here in a few minutes, we'll go through Future Track 13 and check on that Friday forecast.
All right. You know, we've really extended our coverage to make sure that the latest information is out there for viewers. We know a lot of people are home. They want to say, when's the snow going to stop? But I just want to give a big shout out to our crews like Lauren Kostick, who have been out in the elements today and bringing us all these little different vignettes so we better understand what's going on, and doing so with such a happy heart.
I know. Lauren's always got a very happy heart, as we're going to find out here in a minute. There she is, friend of the show. All right, my friend, you've been out there shoveling and using the snowblower on your own driveway. Tell us about the big dig out that's underway.
Well, first off, I wish I had a snowblower. You would think I'm from Michigan, I would have one, but we have a shovel. My boyfriend made sure to get me a shovel too, so I could help him today. So I tried, but I told him I'm out covering everyone else. So I'm here in Broad Ripple near where I live, and you can see right now the street. It's gotten a lot better from when I tried to get out earlier today in the afternoon. I had trouble; my tires were spinning, but over here is kind of where it was starting. You couldn't tell where the sidewalk or the street was, but now you're starting to see more of those tire wheels, the wheel paths here. And this was the situation. It's getting better, but DPW says they're not going to get to these residential roads until tomorrow. So this one, not too bad, but I ran into some earlier where it was just so hard to get through. And while I was making my way around town trying to find people, you could probably see some of the video if we roll it now. You'll see me driving around, but I was... You know, we'd caught people that were trying to dig out using their shovel, and they said they had been going out, 2-3 times today just to try to get ahead of this storm. And it was pretty impossible because that snow just kept coming down. I was doing the same in my driveway, and we were not able to keep up. But the roads right now, like I said, driving around, I know my photographer got here. He was okay. But the main roads, those are what's looking good right now, and this is what the big concern is. So DPW says they'll be coming out Friday's the day, and they're also bringing on contractors to help with this because there are more than 4,400 miles of residential streets just like this one here in Broad Ripple. So they're going to try to start tackling this tomorrow. Hopefully that will help people get back on the roads, get back to work. But I know we do have the weekend coming up. So I've been trying to enjoy the snow, trying to stay warm. I've been playing with my dogs in it, trying to enjoy it. I know it's also really frustrating, but at the same time, it can be a lot of fun, Scott.
Yeah, we're going to look forward to seeing pictures of Milo and Murphy on your social media there, Lauren.
Yes.
Thanks for standing out in the cold for us, and we'll see you tonight at 11 o'clock. Oh, actually, at midnight.
Awesome.
That's
tonight,
right.
because we're on
Midnight.
after the
I
Olympics
know,
tonight.
midnight.
Yeah, a little bit of a programming note because of the Olympic competition that's underway. Ice skating is on Channel 13 right now if you want to check that out.
Right.
We're going to be having a little bit of change of programming over the next couple of weeks.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to be, of course, bringing you our Olympic Zone and Journey to Beijing coverage that begins at 7 o'clock over on Channel 13. And it depends at night what time we're going to be on. So just hang in there after the Olympics, and that's when you'll see 13 News at night.
And get the latest forecast from
Yeah.
our weather star, Angela Buckman.
Exactly. Yeah, she is a weather star. In fact, let's bring her back because we do want to celebrate a couple of the Channel 13 folks today because, I mean, the whole Sean Ash thing that happened on the early show with the bus, wasn't that awesome?
Well, it is, you know, and what I love is that the Channel 13 crews, when they're out and about, you know, they're covering things, but they're also the helpers. They see if someone needs help. And Sean saw, boy, this Indigo bus needed help. You can see that back right tire there just spinning in the snow. This is right outside the station, right off 10th and Meridian Street. And, you know, Sean's like, hey, you got a problem? I'll help. He goes out there, you know, and I don't know if this is just, he's just got so much confidence because he works out and he's a young man. He's like, I can get that bus out of there. But you know what? They did get it out.
Yeah.
I don't know what all the tricks were, how many people worked together, but boy, he was game to go out and do what he could do.
We thought it was funny because with literally one hand, Sean just pushing a 60-foot Indigo bus out of a snowdrift.
Yeah.
He's our superstar tonight.
Yeah, he is. And Dave Calabro also ran into somebody who ran out of gas.
Yeah,
and he
that was
went
great.
and got him some gas and got him back on their way.
Yeah,
you know?
I think he was going to go have dinner with him at KFC where the guy
That's right.
works.
Yeah.
And
62nd and
Keystone,
Allison?
maybe?
What, was it Keystone?
I think it may be
62nd and Keystone. Yeah, so
Pretty good.
so you want to go there and support that man.
Yeah, what'd you think of Sean's heroic effort tonight?
Well, and you have to know Sean. That was not done just because he was live on television. That was something that he was doing, you know, 5 minutes before we even came to air.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you follow him on social media, he and his son pick up trash around their downtown neighborhood. There was somebody that wrote the station thanking him for helping them carry stuff into the fair. So this isn't just a snow event, Sean. He is that kind all the time.
Yeah, he sure is.
That's why we love him.
Yeah.
I think the best piece of video that I saw today was what happened out at IMS.
Oh my gosh, Dave Calabro thinking he's 18 years old, you know, hopping in the back of a truck and this skiing with Doug Bowles.
I know, it was so great. I mean, Calabro, look, he's a self-described track rat, right? I mean, he's the voice of the 500 and, you know, he loves being out there. He always circles the track after the race, interviewing the winner. But today he's sitting in the back of a pickup watching the president snowboard. Check this out.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Dave Calabro at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the back of a truck, and the guy behind me is Speedway President Doug Bowles. What's going on, Doug?
Doing some snowboarding.
He's snowboarding down the main straightaway of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're 115 days away from race day. We're thinking about those warm days when there'll be all people up in the grandstands having a good time. But for now, Doug's showing us how to get it done as he's coming down to the yard of bricks, setting a new track record. He's humming right now. Of course, they never plow the racetrack. They never plow, don't want to damage the surface, they never put salt down. So it always, the old lady's normally left alone, but today we're just taking a little ride down through here. I guess we've got probably, what, 5-6 inches of snow maybe?
Drifts back here. I get little ramps.
He's got little drifts. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, Doug Bowles having a little fun riding a snowboard. Boy, there are some nice bouncing drifts back there. All right, we just thought you should come along and take a ride with us. Back to you guys in the warm and toasty studio. We're headed into turn one. Say hi to all the fans. Hi, everybody.
Doug, do not end up on the wall, my friend.
Oh my
He
goodness.
looks so great out there. Isn't that cool?
Well, you know, it looks so kind of cold out there. There's like all those empty stands, you know, it's just like the two of them. You could hear Dave get into the call, coming around the bend. I mean, you know, all of a sudden he just can't help it. He just kind of gets into his announcer voice. But
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive, Doug Bowles, to
Yeah,
go
it
out
sure
there and
was.
do that. I mean, and he was doing it with style too. I mean, it didn't
Oh, there
look,
were style points. You're
yes,
right. Yeah.
definitely, definitely. If you know, we're talking the Olympics, you know, 8. There you go. Yes.
Doug Bowles did very well. So we thought on a day where, look, all of us have been dealing with snow and shoveling and the cold, it was kind of fun to end our show that way.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, we hope that you have the opportunity tomorrow or this weekend to get out and enjoy the beauty, too.
bet.
You know, we talk about the snow. It's like, do we want it to snow? Are we a summer person? Are we a winter person? But if we really take a moment and look at it, you know, it is beautiful to see the snow on the trees and this winter conditions. We live in Indiana. We've got the 4 seasons, and now we've got winter in all her glory.
That's for sure. And tomorrow's a Friday, which is another reason for all of us to be
Friday
happy.
Eve, everybody.
All right, so Angela, if people missed you off the top, what are you telling them about what Friday and the weekend are looking like?
Yeah, Friday and the weekend look much better, but we're not done with the winter storm. Now, I think we add a bunch more snow on top of the 6 to 12 inches that we're all dealing with right now on the ground. No, but we're not done. The big view of the radar shows a little intensification on the back side of the winter storm, and you can see that with some of the darker blue that's developing northwest of Indianapolis. So we still have a couple hours left of snow before this comes to an end. And Future Track 13 really doing a great job on the placement of the back edge of this storm and showing that, yes, it starts to wind down after midnight, but even at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, we have the potential for some additional snow showers. I know this makes it very difficult for the road crews because what they really need to have happen is for the snow to completely stop so we can start moving the 6 to 12 inches of snow that central Indiana picked up out of this 2-day winter storm. And that will happen, but it won't happen until about daylight tomorrow. It is going to be a cold day. We'll be near 10 to start, forecasting highs with some clearing near 20. But as we clear, fresh snow on the ground, Arctic air mass means the potential we go sub-zero to kick off the weekend. So I'm sure there are lots of questions about how much snow. I would say a large area of 6 to 12 inches of snow with those higher totals, mainly in those northern areas that ended up with 2 days full of snow. The rest of us, of course, had the rain yesterday before we transitioned to snow, and in those areas we're more in that range of 6 to 9 inches of snow.
We had a lot of people watching tonight, didn't we, Ann?
Well, yeah, and we have one question specifically about the accumulations in Kokomo, Angela.
And you're sitting close to a foot. I have several friends up there in Kokomo that we interact quite a bit on Twitter, and I saw some 11 total, 12 total. So you're in that range really for all of Howard County, close to that foot mark. And it's going to be difficult to measure because we're now starting to get drifting. So we've got some wind gusts coming out of the north, so blowing and drifting snow is going to be an issue all the way through the start of tomorrow as well.
Let's give a couple of shout outs. We've got Jamie watching tonight, Claire, Renita, Fulton is with us tonight, Peggy, Annette, Janice, let's see, who else? Tammy, Daniel, Glenn with us tonight, Lisa is with us. Tanya is back with us, Janice, we got a lot of Facebook friends.
Yeah, and a question about the accumulations in the Lebanon area from Cindy.
Lebanon's also going to be in that range. Boone County in general, 6 to 9. I haven't seen any reports of a foot coming out of Boone County, so Lebanon, Zionsville, Whitestown, you're going to be in that range of 6 to 9.
All right, well, we've got Olympic coverage over on Channel 13 now. We got to stay awake for another hour and 45 minutes till we do the news at midnight.
Oh, it'll be
We'll be
no
ready.
problem. We're ready.
Ann's been on all day, so she said. All right, thanks so much for joining our big show here Thursday night. We're all with you every weeknight, 10 o'clock here on Facebook, and we'll see you over on Channel 13 at midnight. Good night.